Hello everybody and welcome to your video. I've channeled a song by Imagine Dragons and it's called Believer. But before I get into all that, I want to be the first to tell you, you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. I want to thank you for being here and I want to thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I truly value you. I truly value you. The divine values you. Thank you for being here. I truly mean that. For those of you who are waiting for uploads to my other channel, they should be out by tomorrow. I had a very rough 48 hours. I had raccoons get into my chickens and I had to sort of take time off to reinforce to save the chickens that I have left. They came in and they killed a few of my chickens. So it was hard for me and we had to sort of take care of that, how that happened. They got into between the ground and the door, they sort of pushed their way in and I've had to reinforce that. So it's delayed me, okay? It's delayed me in my work. I also want to say that for the future, I'm being guided to do a prayer chain. A lot of people are telling me to pray for their friends, people who are close to them, and themselves. So I don't know how I'm going to put it together. I'm praying for guidance on how to do that. I don't know if it's supposed to be a separate channel or like a separate video where if you guys send me for prayers for people, I don't know, but that's coming in the future. I don't know if it's here or in another channel, but it's I'm being guided to do just a prayer chain for those who need it, okay? And the other thing is, I can't remember what the other thing is. If it comes to me, it comes to me. I got the most important stuff out. Anyway, that being said, we're going to get into the prayer, and then we'll get into the reading, all right? Our Father in heaven, I'd like to thank you for the many blessings that you've brought into my life and into the fellow watchers here, whoever's here. I want to thank you on behalf of all of us for everything that you do for us and provide for us. I would also like to thank you for you bringing them into my life. Thank you so much. I would like to ask for protection for everyone here and our loved ones, protection from evil eye, from harm, from illness. And I would like to also ask for permission to see this reading very clearly for what I'm channeling, because I'm pretty sure I know what I'm channeling, and just please give me clear cards so that I can show whoever's watching that this is truly your message coming through here. Thank you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. When you listen to the song Believer, it sounds like if you were talking to God. And, just saying you've made me a believer because of everything I've gone through. It's made me a stronger person, a better person, a more compassionate person. Amen. I can attest to that. And I think that there is messages. I did the pre-shuffle and I think that you're being guided. You're being given messages, dreams, confirmations, downloads, however you receive them. And don't be afraid of that. From what the pre-shuffle showed me is, don't be afraid of what you're guided or what you see. Don't feel like you can't do it or you don't know how. Just like me, I know I'm being guided to do a prayer chain. All right, I got the download. I validate this. I know that I have to do it. I don't know how it's going to happen. The same for you. You might know how you're going to do something. You might have a product and you don't know how to push it out there, but you're going to be guided. You're going to be given one step at a time, just when you need it. Okay, you're not going to be given something a year in advance when you don't need it till a year later. You're going to be given the tools when you need them. All right, if you hear the air conditioner or the water or the weird noise, I've played back some of my videos when the air conditioner's on. It does sound really weird. It's like I'm on some alien spaceship or something and communication is weird, but it's my AC. That's all that it is, guys, and my lapel mic picks it up in a weird, funky way. So we're going to get into this reading here. Hope you guys are all doing great. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's, always in my chat no matter what. You guys are always in my chat, David, Shanti, Divine Love, Geoffrey, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, Carlos, a few other people who are always in my chat, but my memory is not once what it used to be. And new people are coming into the chat. Karen's always in there, okay? And Karen, you know, you're one of the people who are going to be in my prayer chain, you know, for your son. Gina, your friend, and Babby and Star, okay, that you're always in there. There's a few people always in there, and then there's a few people who just don't like to be in there. They want to watch the video. They get distracted by the chat. That's fine. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate your support. I feel your love. I feel your support. Okay, and Tracy Hall, I think, because she does these beautiful oracle cards. And there might be something here for you, Tracy, that you might be shown or guided away to do those oracle cards, to put them out there. But I just want you to know, I want to show up for you every day. Like I said, rain, sleet, snow, birthday, not birthday, holiday, not holiday. I want to devote at least an hour to this channel every day. Maybe not an hour. Some people don't like it, but I understand when you're in the chat, an hour goes by pretty quick. So I think that's it now. Let me get into my reading. It's our reading. Show me what I need to see here for this reading for the Aquarians or cross watchers, whoever needs this. I feel like this is a reading really everyone can take probably from this, all right? Everyone needs a little hand, and we go through things for a reason, right? Right? We ask why sometimes. Why do we go through this? It makes us stronger. You know, what is that song by Kanye, or he calls himself Ye now? Stronger, faster, makes us, when it don't kill us, makes us stronger. I don't read these cards in reverse, just so you know. I know other readers do, but they weren't intended to, so I just don't. Regeneration here. Regeneration. Literally what the song talks about. You know, you break me down, build me up. I'm a believer, you know, believer. It is about that. Every pain that you've gone through has made you stronger, has built you up. There are things that you've survived that you know there is no way in hell that you should have survived, but you did. Stuff like that makes you a believer. You know, it makes you a believer. I think we all have, and I'm going to put, it's on the bottom of the deck, but it's important. We have flexible, and to me that's just like being a fish, being flexible through the energy, because we do have energy here, balancing out your life, seeing what's not real in life, seeing through the illusions. What is real is love, and this is a matter of time. We have TikTok here. Maybe some of you will even do TikToks about some of the things that have happened in your life, okay? Everybody seems to be part of TikTok, you know, but there's something here about this. Swimming through the void, just gliding by what isn't real in your life anymore. These things you've gone through in life, they've helped you see the fake. You can see right through it, and you can avoid it, and you're flexible. It's like dodging bullets, right? Dodging negative energy. Keeping your energy clean and balanced. Perfect balance between the yin and the yang within yourself. I'm going to go through this crystal book here. Anything else want to come out? Yeah, there is something. For me, I just use prayer, but some people, you know, I've had these crystals for years, and so I have them. I think they're a nice part of the channel, but my number one belief is in God, Creator. I believe in praying, and yeah, whatever's not for you is leaving here, okay? Whatever is not for you is leaving. There's no more room for it. But for those who like, you know, the chakras, crystals, you know, it's very spiritual, it's very metaphysical, and, you know, it's tools, it's stepping stones. It's stepping stones here. It's like we use, you know, sage or incense to clear the energy, but really prayer can do the same thing, but sometimes we need a hands-on. This is when it's good, you know, having crystals and stuff like that. It's good for hands-on. If you really want to be hands-on in your physical reality, it's a great way to do that. But you can pretty much accomplish anything through prayer. Just want you to know that. So if you don't have stones, don't fret. Wow, pyrite. I just happen to have some. Very interesting. Pyrite, and this is fool's gold. I've got to look this up now. Give me 1 second to find pyrite here. Oh boy, pyrite. Pyrite, which is this. I have a lot of this. Well, I don't have a lot, but I have. It's very cool to the touch as well. You know, some stones, they're cool, but sometimes they have different. Like that rose quartz is not as cold as this pyrite. But it says pyrite is an excellent drainer of bodily fluids. So I guess that's good if you even have high blood pressure or have excess water in your body. It also says that contain emotions we must let go of. So it might even help you to cry or let go of negativity in some way. It says it increases the fire element, making you more reactive. If you wear pyrite, the answer will come suddenly in the form of a thought. That's interesting. You might want to put this on your third eye then. In the form of a thought, an event, or an encounter. So, interesting. An answer. If you're holding this pyrite, an answer to probably a very prominent question that you've had, all right, that you've voiced out, that you've told to other people maybe, because only God can know your thoughts. So your other spirit team members, this would be a question you've maybe asked or verbally expressed, okay? Holding this or wearing it, it can suddenly come to you. The answer can come literally through an encounter, an event. Something could pop up in your feed, or it could literally come in as a download. In short, life will offer the answer, making you sigh a breath of relief and say, now I get it. Now I get it. It simply makes us notice the reason without any emotional involvement. It just shows us the cause. So, I take strong indication in the pyrite, okay? Because today's reading, I feel, is going to be very spiritual. It has to do with your transition, transformation, your awakening, your purpose. And so if that's been something that you've wanted to know, what's my purpose? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do with this? Am I on the right track? Ta-da! Let me know if it works. I'll even try it myself. Because I've been thinking of a couple other channels and my time is so limited. So now I might even try that one myself today. All right, let's get into the tarot. Show me what I need to see for this reading. Believer. Show me what I need to see for this reading. And just for some FYI, I'm being guided to tell you this. I do have a pendulum. They've never been accurate for me. If this pendulum worked, I would have been in my own house and bought it by Christmas, and Christmas has passed. So they've never been accurate for me. They're pretty, but for me, they've never been accurate. Nothing can be 100% accurate, even tarot, because we have free will. Just think of tarot as like you got all dressed up to leave for an event, and at the last minute before you walk out the door, you're like, nah, I want to change my clothes. That's kind of what tarot is. Tarot can read the energy before you walk out of the house, how that event and everything's going to go, and then you get to the door and you're like, I don't think so. It can change. Everything can change because free will. This is why tarot must be labeled as entertainment. Because the true captain of your ship, your life, your sea, and that's also in the song, Captain of My Seas, is you. You're the true captain. You co-create with the divine, and you navigate these waters called life. All right, I'm going to pull, since this is a new deck, 10 cards. The High Priestess. Literally, she's pulling some tarot. She's got her crystals out. Some of you are watching me to learn tarot. Play with it. Absolutely, play with it. Feel it. Feel the deck. Play with it. When you see the characters, imagine you're the character and imagine how each and every character feels, and then put together your story. Sometimes a few cards will come out, and when you get like few cards, try to get the strongest word from each card and create a sentence. You get 5 or 7 cards, create a sentence with that card, them cards together. Don't create 5 different situations. Literally, your spirit guide is the one communicating through the tarot with you. And it's like charades. Your spirit guide is on the other side saying, how do I get the message over? And a lot of us will cross over to be spirit guides for those in another life. And some of those people may be tarot readers, and kind of going to be a heads up if you were already a tarot reader in a life, right? The more experiences and the more you know in your life, the more you can be a spirit guide for another person in the afterlife here. The 7 of Pentacles. So some of you are literally trying to figure something out, okay? Trying to figure something out. Trying to use your intuition to make the right choice. All right? Or to have the right answers. The Moon. You're in a deep thought. Maybe even writing things down. Maybe even writing down your dreams here. Maybe making a plan. Like I said, Source, God, I call God, is going to come to you, going to give you messages in many different ways. Okay? Even though some people say tarot is ungodly, it's ungodly if you believe 100% that what it says is going to happen. Yeah, no, it's not going to do that for you. But it's a tool. Look at it as a tool. Use the tarot. Okay, God, what's my purpose? Pay attention to the cards that come out. Maybe you get a dream, a premonition, right? Maybe you're making choices. You're popping around on the internet. Okay, some things pop up in your feed and you have choices, right? You got all these different videos. I remember when I met my twin flame and I was watching a bunch of tarot videos, and then I started seeing twin flame. I'm like, what the hell is a twin flame? I only know about soulmates. What's a twin flame? And I kept coming in, and I wasn't researching anything about twin flames ever. Sometimes things that pop up in your feed, you're going to have a choice, but if something keeps reoccurring, like for me, it kept being Kurt Johnson. And I'm like, well, damn, let me go check him out. I took his course. I'm so glad I did. It got me out of that whole twin flame addiction. I realized my twin flame is just me in another body. So do I love my twin? 100%. Do I hate them? Never. That's just me. That's just me. I ghosted me. That's really hard for a lot of people to grasp, because the brain wants to be in control of our consciousness, and it cannot. It's not allowed to, but it does. We got the Magician. The Magician is the co-creator with God. The Magician is like, okay, God, what are we going to do today? I know I have all the tools because I got you on my side. I got you working through me, so I know I have all the tools. The first tool is your imagination. Here, I put the Moon in the wrong place. The first tool is your imagination. It is the downloads. It is the dreams. The first tool is the thought. The Magician is the first tool. The Fool is being willing to go out on the journey. You don't know where the hell you're going. You don't know how the hell it's going to turn out. Maybe it's going to be painful. Maybe it's going to be joyful. Maybe it's going to be both. Usually it's both. The Magician is like, okay, I got my knapsack. I got my stick. I got my dog. I got my health. I got my limbs. I can go walk. I can take this journey. And if I can't walk, I can take this journey spiritually. Look at Stephen Hawking, okay? We have people on this planet who are living proof you can do so much, even with disabilities. Four of Swords, but a lot of times we sit back and like, I don't know what to do. I'm just sit here. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to do nothing until it comes to me. Well, it can come to you. Take a rest. Learn something. She has books. She's having some hot tea, some hot cocoa, some coffee. Maybe you're near a mountain. Maybe you can meditate even. Her eyes are closed. Maybe you can even think of a place, a powerful place. You know, I like to meditate on the whales. I can't see whales. I live in Florida. I guess I could charter a boat out there. I really want to see a whale. My friend in Hawaii, she sees them when she goes to the ocean, and I wish I could be there with her, but this person is resting. Rest your mind. Be guided to do what you're guided to do. Don't ask questions why, because it might not make any sense at all. It might not make any sense. But then in the future, near future, you're going to get this spark here. She's looking at the candle, and it's almost like if she's looking at something, gazing into it, and getting a message. Looking into a flame, a glass of water, looking into whatever she's using here. It's a Knight of Wands. It's almost as if you notice something here. You notice something. I'm going to clarify these cards, so don't worry about it. Then we have Strength. It's a card of Leo. This is a card of Sagittarius. This was a card of Pisces, a card of Pisces, Virgo, if you needed to know. And another card of, no, this is Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo. If you needed to know those signs. This is Leo. It's the Strength card. Once you get this information or this spark or whatever it is, it's going to take courage to then get up and do something about it. Do something with it, right? First, just be, pray, meditate, get the messages. Then it's having the strength and the courage to actually do it. Because some of us, our divine jobs are not going to be that easy. Some of us have divine jobs that we're going to get a lot of opposition about it. But we know that it's something that we're supposed to do. I'll give you an example. I've been watching, I'm lucky, I'm one of the lucky ones who have the series, because a lot of people who have the series on their computer, they've had them erased and they don't know how they got erased. Okay. But I've been watching a lot of the conspiracy theories by Jesse Ventura. They came out, and I was lucky enough to get them. And it's just like, there may be some of you who are uncovering truths, and people don't want you to. And it's going to take a lot of courage. Ten of Swords. That's the environment. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords are going to be people who don't back you up, people who try to stop you. But remember, this is your divine purpose. This is not following the sheep. This is not about staying asleep anymore. Now we have more choices. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. What do you do with that? You become the Empress. You become the Empress. Whatever it is you're guided to do, you're going to have a following, because the Empress has a following. Okay? And that's for everything. Not everybody's going to be a conspiracy theorist. That's just my own personal I like those type of shows. But not everyone's going to be doing that. Okay? But whatever you are guided to do is going to put you in this energy if you're going to have a lot of followers. Everyone loves the Empress because the Empress loves everyone. You're going to be operating with love, the divine. You're going to be co-creating with God. That is Taurus, Libra energy. So let's clarify. These cards are just hard to fly out, so I had to just pull them. But you saw I shuffled them very much. And it's going to be about confidence. Queen of Wands here. Have confidence. Have that fire. Have that fire lit within you that you're confident. No matter what it is you're guided to do. Because I don't know. Everyone is different. Not everyone is guided to do what I'm doing. Some people are guided to do other things. But you have a purpose. And you just didn't come in here for no reason at all. And I feel that pretty soon you're going to be guided on what this is. You're going to be given visions. Things are going to pop up in your feed. You might use some sort of tools of divination. You might be out working. You know, you might be doing working outside, whatever the magician. Magician has tools. You could literally be doing something and this epiphany come to you. Because when you're in the moment, you're doing some carpentry, you're planting some flowers, you're washing dishes, you're cleaning your house. When you're doing little intricate details where you have to pay attention to the fine details, quite often downloads will come in. They don't always just come in when you're resting and meditating. Sometimes when you're resting and meditating, your brain flies off to left field and you're like, what? Why am I thinking about events from 10 years ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago? Sometimes being literally focused in that moment, that very intricate detail, the downloads just come in. Quite often I get them when I clean house or when I take a shower. Tell me about the High Priestess. See that? Queen of Pentacles reverse. There's something that's meant to come in for you. It's going to bring your divine abundance, your divine success, your divine work. And I can see all of this deep thought. Well, what am I supposed to do with what I know? How am I supposed to make my dream come true? Like, I always wanted to do this. How? You're going to be guided is all I can tell you. Pay attention. Don't let your mind get in the way, and pay close attention, because it's going to put you into the energy of abundance, divine abundance. Tell me about the plant shop. Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. Because this is just it. A lot of people don't know where to start, honestly. Yeah, I know what I want to do. It takes money to do that. Yeah, I know where I want to be, but it takes money to move there. It takes a lot more. That was always my thing. I didn't have the money to do the things I wanted to do, but I got by. I survived, had a roof over my head, right? You know how when your parents teach you, or your grandparents, whoever raises you, and they're like, be happy to have a job, be happy you got a roof over your head. Amen? Anybody ever hear that one? I heard it a lot. I basically was told to be happy with having or being mediocre. But what I want you guys to know, divine abundance is anything but mediocre. Give me a card for the moon. Yeah. But when we're really honest with ourselves, and the truth of the matter is, we know some things are going to have to stop in our life. Some contracts are going to have to end. Some habits are going to have to stop. Old contracts are going to have to settle out and move on, okay? This might be something that comes in a dream and guidance. It might be something you know. You might have put a lot of deep thought into knowing exactly what needs to end in your life. You know, who knows better than you what needs to end in your life? Maybe write that down, so you're not like me and you don't become forgetful. Some people are very much stuck, but trust me, I feel this is exactly what is trying to you're trying to be rid of. The divine is trying to help you get rid of this stuck energy. Stuck energy is not Empress energy. Stuck energy is the Four of Swords. Stuck energy is the Four of Pentacles. It is the Four of Cups. Tell me about the Magician. Tell me about the Magician, please. I saw the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. The Magician, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy, very positive. Knight of Wands reverse, also Sagittarius energy. Maybe some of you have that in your chart. Maybe some of you, you know, when we're talking about your divine purpose, I don't think you can use astrology, but it's just like with me. My north node is Capricorn. I'm supposed to work hard and be successful in it. Well, I can work hard at anything and be successful, right? It doesn't tell me specifically, Colleen, go be a tarot reader, or specifically, Colleen, go open a church, because this is something that I'm seriously thinking about doing to just help I want to help the homeless. So if I have a church, I can do that. Obviously, I wouldn't be your typical church. I mean, I'm a tarot reader. Let's not get it twisted. But this is definitely having the tools, and this is the recent past energy. So this is the first main tool you need is guidance from above, that divine guidance. And when you're backed by God, man, there's nothing going to push you down off that wheel. It will try. But this energy here is about being consistent. Keep at it, right? This is like, don't give up, because it's reverse. In the upright, it's like maybe you do something for a while and you stopped at it. Maybe you tried and didn't work out. Kind of like me with my other channel. It didn't really work out, so I stopped. Went and did this. I was consistent with this, and look how it's working. Well, now I need to go back and be consistent with that. And if it doesn't get in the algorithm, I'll just let it go, but we'll see. But that's that energy. Here in the recent past, you have luck on your side. You have all the tools. Now just put the effort. Don't quit it. Don't get discouraged. Don't be inconsistent, but be very consistent. Tell me about the Four Swords. This is death and rebirth. I'll put the pyrite over here. Scorpio, Pluto energy, which Pluto is now in Aquarius. So Pluto is going to bring these opportunities for change. So don't sit on it when it happens. If you get these downloads while you're resting, she has books. Put a little notepad or put it in your phone. But I would put it in a notepad, because, the phones can break. You can lose your information. It's time to change and take action toward what you're divinely guided to do. And what it's saying is it's Pluto. It's time during Pluto season. Well, Pluto season is the next 20 years. So there's going to be a lot of things that change in your life over the next 20 years. If, whatever. Next 20 years, alive or not alive here, but, that's next 20 years. For the rest of, until Pluto's out, it's going to be the time to take action and change. Go after what you want. King of Wands here, Leo energy. Queen of Wands, have the confidence to go after it. If I were to put these cards together in a reading like this is a spiritual reading that's come through. Be strong enough to put the plan into action here. Have the courage to do it. Have the confidence to do it. Because you got God backing you up. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. It landed on this Knight of Wands over here. It's saying just get started. Just get started, and it'd be like a generator. It'll flow. Just get started. You don't have to know where it's going to end. You don't have to know the next step, but it will come at the right time. It will come at the right time. Then you're going to know the next right action to do. It will be a download, an epiphany. This person is literally candle gazing, but sitting there in silence and stillness. And it's like that divine spark comes within. It's like, I got it. I got the answer. But just get started. And it's going to have to do with your creative passion, okay? It's going to have to do with that. Just get started. Why is the Strength card here? More Leo energy. Why is the Strength card here? It's in the process, and it's also linked to the start. Maybe it takes courage. So for some of you out here, it's just like, well, you know, it's taken so long because it's like to get started, to courage to get started. And I understand what that's like. That's why I don't put myself on camera. I was always shy. It took me, geez, like 2 years to start my tarot channel. I even reached out to Lunar Eclipse Tarot. I'm like, look, I'm shy. I don't know how to do this. And you know, the night I reached out to her, she gave birth to her baby. I never heard back from her until I bought her nasty Oracle deck, which obviously I can't put that deck on here. It is nasty, but yeah. Whatever's taken you so long to get started, now's the time. Pluto is in your chart. God is backing you up. You're not going to fail. Just don't give up. That's all that it's saying to do. Don't give up. Don't worry about it's been too much time. Don't worry about I'm too old for this. You can do something, okay? You're still on this planet, breathing air. You can still communicate. When we got TikTok and we got all of these platforms, it's different. It's way different than it used to be. Maybe back in the day, you had to physically go out and physically find people, but we have so many platforms and so many connections on the internet that you can do something from your creative self that contributes to mankind or to its inhabitants of the planet, you know, animals, Mother Nature, Earth. Even teaching people how to, you know, sow some seeds, create a garden, anything. Why is the environment the Ten of Swords? People might tell you, oh, it's not for you. What is this Ten of Swords? You know, I'm being guided to give you a little story. I remember when, you know, the pandemic first happened, my grandfather was still alive. The house fire hadn't happened yet. The house fire took his life. When the pandemic happened, we were so worried about, you know, him getting it because of his age, you know. And all he wanted to do was he wanted to take me to church, and they had that 6-foot thing, and you had to wear the mask. You couldn't touch anybody, and all he wanted to do was touch everybody and hug them. And I said, you know, Grandpa, you know, you don't want to get sick. You know, you're at your age, you could get sick. And he's like, well, then what? Well, he's like, well, what in the hell am I coming to church for then if I can't show my love? Words of wisdom right there. And, you know, I was just so worried and concerned for his health that, you know, me and my son were his main caregiver. But the message was on point. I should have been listening to him and him not listening to me. The truth is, it's about relationships, right? Sometimes we isolate ourselves. Sometimes we hurt others, and sometimes others hurt us, okay? But that's strongly the story that I was guided to tell here. Sometimes situations cause us to be or act a certain way. And it gets in the way of our relationships. But what's most important to us in our life is the relationships and connections that we make with others. Tell me about the Seven of Cups for the hopes and the fears. Yeah. A lot of food for thought here. What are my choices? But this Chariot, it's Cancer energy and it's quick. And I feel that your answers are going to come very quick. Especially if those of you who have been seeking the answers. The truth seekers, the truth finders, you're about ready to get it. You're about ready to get this truth and this download. And some of these downloads are going to start with clearing the energy, right? Remember this card? We got to clear the energy. To get here, we may have to clear out what's not meant for us. So let me put this, because I just think this is, yeah, something's not meant for you. Something's an illusion in your life. It's not meant for you. And what's not meant for you, what is not for you, what is fake in your life, what is the illusion in your life, has to be cleared, because you know this is the spirit messages up here. This is the owl. This is the balance of your yin and your yang. What guides this Chariot is yin and yang, to become one force, to be on the life path, the spiritual path here. This is a major arcana card. And it's whatever you've been deep in contemplation about. You're about to get your answers of what direction to go in and what to do, what to open up, where to direct or redirect your energy. Because with the bottom of the deck, this decision may take you away from another person, another place, another thing, in order to put you on your highest path, your highest destiny of the Empress. Tell me about the Empress, who is wearing a mask. Tell me about the Empress. She has a baby and she's wearing a mask. Maybe she doesn't want to give whooping cough to her newborn. But it reminds us that there's beauty in every experience here we have. This is a lot of conflict here. This is like, you know, this person is trying to ascend. This person is trying to be all that they can be, the best that they can be, with whatever they have, right? Where's the Magician here? This person is trying to be the best they can be. Do what they can with what they got. What they got is whatever they got. Sometimes your tools is your imagination, a pen and a paper. Sometimes you don't even have pen and paper. My brother called me the other day and says, I don't have a notebook. I had to have Walmart Plus send them a notebook. Sometimes you don't got that, put it in your phone. Do something. You have, the first tool is to be guided by God here. That's the first tool. And then better believe the rest is going to come, because when you're working God's will, trust me, everything you need is going to come. But somebody's putting a lot of thought. Where's my purpose? What am I supposed to do? Which way am I supposed to go here? We have Aquarius here on the bottom and the Two of Swords. It's like there's a lot of holding back, not knowing which way to go, not knowing what the next move is. Sometimes it ain't even about spiritual purpose. It's just like, I don't even know what the hell my next move is supposed to be. Am I supposed to move? Am I supposed to stay here? Am I supposed to take this offer? Or am I supposed to take that offer? Or am I supposed to cut ties and just do my own thing? But I tell you one thing, my friends. When you get that download from Source, you're going to be on it, okay? On it. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a clear download, clarity and thought. It's going to be clear. And Seven of Cups then becomes reversed. You're going to not have to worry about your choice. You're going to definitely make the choice. Your answers are coming soon, you guys. Your answers are coming soon, and when it does, you're not going to wait, hesitate, or anything. You're going to take quick, swift action towards what you're guided to do. And for a lot of you, it's a brand new beginning, and it's starting over. And it's to restore balance into your life. 100%. Balance is going to be restored. The path is going to be shown. I'm going to close out with some advice from this new Oracle deck that I got, Cosmic Dancer. So beautiful here. So show me what I need to see when it comes to this reading. Show me what I need to see when it comes to this reading. One card only. We can only take one card. We got honor the cycles, give birth. We know that's the Empress energy, so I'm going to put that back in. That's the Empress energy. That's what you're trying to get into. Be authentic. Be true to yourself. Sparkle and shine. So this is time for you to shine, for real. It is time for you to shine. I'm going to look up those two. The first card and the last card. Honor the cycles. Sparkle and shine. Sparkle and shine is going to be here first. And sparkle and shine says, like the moon's luminous glow, a star's dead fast sparkle. Well, you are the star, and the moon card did come out. So you have a unique light to shine, and you are encouraged to do so now. Okay, it's time to let your light shine. And number 14 is honor the cycles. Give birth came out too, and it just says for give birth. You can feel it in this very moment. You're blooming with creative potential, and you're called to bring great things into being. I'm telling you right now, you're either going to get downloads or guidance. Pay attention to them. It's time for you to shine. There's a change that's coming within you, and nothing's going to be able to stop it. We have honor, cycles, and gifts. The dance of the cosmos is cyclical. You are being guided to observe the cycles at work in your life. Perhaps you're seeing the results of something coming full circle, or you're in a phase that doesn't seem ideal on the surface. Rest assured that healing follows grief and joy follows despair. As surely as the sun rises, follows the dark of night. So it is about cycles, and it is about good and bad. Like I told you, I feel like no matter what, it's going to be a mix of both. But it's coming in, and you're guided. Pay attention to what you're guided to do, because these messages are coming fast for you. It is time for your divine spark to shine, you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was not about an ex or about love at all. It's all about you. About time, right? Anyway, I love you, and thank you for being here in the chat. Namaste, my friends.